Hi, this is Mr. and Mrs. Panda here. We're on the Oregon side of the gorge. We're at Starvation Creek Trailhead. We're heading to the Washington side of the gorge to go to Bingen to show you a restaurant that we have been to that was really good.
We've seen a few people hiking by and a couple people on e-bikes. It looks like there's a paved trail in the gorge here. We've never experienced it, but if you look real closely at this picture here, you can see that there are 4 pretty accessible waterfalls. We don't have time to do it today, but you know Mrs. Panda, she'll definitely be back for the waterfalls. Just arrived in Bingen, Washington. It's Sunday, so parking was pretty easy to find. You might have recognized this street from previous videos where we attended a antiques and oddities shop, and we also had a meal at Murphy's Watering Hole. We're going to be there again a little later, but first we're going to stop in at Chip's Poker Bar. We understand that there is a lot of historic artifacts, and the same lady owns it as owns Murphy's Watering Hole. See you in a few. Okay, we're here before hours because we wanted to come do a video of the men's restroom, which is kind of silly, but I'm gonna have Mr. Panda come in here and show you how tall this urinal is, because that's what we heard about. This is original installed, and you'd have to be like Paul Bunyan to make this urinal work. So anyway, that's our funny bathroom story. So this is Diane. She's the owner of this establishment, and she was giving us a little history tour on some of the articles on the wall. And this is a
war ration book.
A war ration book. The magazines on the walls are full magazines. She and the former proprietor purchased these artifacts and framed them and collected them, and we're just going to give you a little tour of all the fun stuff here at this bar. It's early on a Sunday morning. There's nobody here yet, so we're just doing a quick tour.
The people that come in here, they always leave something in here for somebody to find.
Oh, we've got tips today. And cigarettes.
They exchange things in here. It's just a little game for them. Same with this guy. Sometimes he has a cigarette in his mouth for if somebody needs a cigarette.
Of course, now with the law, there's no smoking in here anyway, right? They have to go outside.
No, they have to go outside. And a lot of this stuff, the former owner, which him and his wife are our best friends, they bought a lot of it, most of it, and put it on the walls. But a lot of times we were with them. We'd go to the beach or we'd go to antique stores and we called it treasure hunting. Yeah, this was Pete Graves, and he lived in this area, did a lot of the music from around the local places, and he wrote a song called Pink Elephant, I believe it was called, and Dean Martin used to sing it. You saw the tiki when you were coming in?
Yep, we'll
That's
make sure and get a picture of it
the
on the
history
way out.
of how they brought it in.
So we just came through to the outside where there's more artwork. You come through the bar and you can come out here so you can actually have your cocktails and smoke out here if that's your thing. Here at Murphy's Family Watering Hole, they do have a bunch of outside seating, and they do allow people to bring their dogs. So very pet-friendly place with nice accommodations. Okay, last time we were here, we had some really great food. Mr. Panda says he doesn't really care for brisket, but they made him a believer. So we'll try something fun today and share it with you.
This is the loaded hot dog with smoked brisket and pulled pork homemade potato salad, onions and cheese. I have had it before and it's absolutely delicious.
All right, so we just finished lunch at Murphy's Watering Hole. Diane was so great to host us today, and she wouldn't let us pay, so we did the little pay it forward thing. And I did ask her a bit about that. She said, she showed me they have almost $1,200 in donations at the moment. And about 3 times a month, she said they actually get people in here that ask for help, and she's able to help them out. So it's really great. Another thing she did was she told us about a farm up the road, only about 15 miles. So Eric and I decided we're gonna head out there, but I don't know if we'll be able to actually stop and video or not. So I'm gonna tell you about it. It's called Schreiner Farms. It's a working cattle ranch with 12,000 acres, but they also have exotic animals, and it's completely free to drive through, and the animals are out roaming. That's not like a zoo. So we're gonna go check it out. Hopefully get you some pictures. Talk to you later. And 2 more things that I wanted to clarify about Chip's Bar and Grill. So it is not a poker hall anymore. Apparently it used to be. So it's just a restaurant, or it's just a bar. And then the reason that they opened Murphy's Watering Hole was during COVID, there was not enough room in the bar for social distancing. So they bought the restaurant across the street, and now they run both establishments, kind of use the same kitchen and resources, but both places were pretty fun. We didn't do the bar thing. We just went and did the tour, but it was a great way to spend a Sunday afternoon. And now we're headed out to the Exotic Animal Farm. And 2 more things that I wanted to clarify about Chip's Bar and Grill. So it is not a poker hall anymore. Apparently it used to be. So it's just a restaurant, or it's just a bar. And then the reason that they opened Murphy's Watering Hole was during COVID, there was not enough room in the bar for social distancing. So they bought the restaurant across the street, and now they run both establishments, kind of use the same kitchen and resources, but both places were pretty fun. We didn't do the bar thing. We just went and did the tour, but it was a great way to spend a Sunday afternoon. And now we're headed out to the Exotic Animal Farm.